You've been in the news regarding the political Tea Party, not the movement, and been pretty open and kind of tough with the guys. What's been going on?
Well, here's what's going on. Number one is that you have a couple of people who were thrown out of the Republican Executive Committee of Orange County, and out of spite, they decided to go form a political party, and they incorporated it, and it's within the statutes of the state of Florida. And they tried to recruit several people who passed, and finally got one lady to say yes. And it's interesting, though, as you follow this, Alan Grayson is right there pumping money into the leadership of with the Florida Tea Party. And so Grayson spends $20,000 on a so-called poll with a company that doesn't, well, it exists on paper, but nobody really knows who they are. And then you find that the leadership really is associated with the Tea Party. Without question, Alan Grayson wants to see this little political party do well because it takes away votes that would defeat him. So we called the sham, and we said we're going to smoke the rats out, and we've done it. And there's a direct connect between Alan Grayson and the Florida Tea Party and the leaders of that Tea Party, and there's more to come.
Have you been in contact with their candidate, the Tea Party candidate, Peg Dunmire?
I met Peg when she was a Republican and not a member of this Florida Tea Party, which has no association whatsoever with the people who are trying to make a difference in America.
The Tea Party movement.
The Tea Party movement. And Peg, and I made a comment to somebody the other day, if she can't do her due diligence on the leadership of the Florida Tea Party political party with Gessler and O'Neill, I don't know how she's going to do any due diligence as a member of Congress.
Well, the reason why I asked is because I've been trying to get a hold of them to interview her, and to no avail. She has not responded at all via email. There's no contact phone number to call, and neither has a Tea Party called or responded to my request. So that's why I asked if you were in contact with her, because I don't hear much about her in the news at all, except for what just happened recently with you and the Tea Party.
Yeah, well, I don't know that you will. You know, she's a nice lady. She'd be probably a wonderful next door neighbor, but she's working as a puppet for these folks, and very disappointed. But you know, I think the word's out, and they'll be very minimal if they'll even be part of the race at all come November. The truth is out, and you know, we're taking on. We've connected the dots. The conduit is connected, and we know that Alan Grayson and the Florida Tea Party are working together.
So they are working together. But bottom line, there's three people that are focused within the Florida Tea Party that I believe it is what you say is a sham. I think they're very disingenuous, and that they're taking advantage of these hard-working, politically driven activists.
Yeah, I mean, they've taken advantage of it. They're not part of any Tea Party movement that you see throughout America, who are hardworking Americans who are fed up with what they see taking place in politics today in America. And by the way, that's Republicans and Democrats. And they're at a point of saying, you know, we're not going to take it anymore. So they're working, they're being educated, they are educating others, and they're working for the candidates who stand up to say we want to change America, and I'm certainly one of those candidates.